What Tiger Woods said this week wasn't a press bite, it was a shot across the bow. There's no faking it at Oakmont, he told reporters ahead of the 2025 US Open. 2 sentences. That's all it took. Not a swing tip, not a pep talk, just a blunt truth from a man who's faced every major track and walked away with hardware. His words didn't just echo, they landed. Because when Tiger calls a course brutal, it's not hyperbole, it's a forecast. Oakmont won't reward flair, it demands survival. And if Tiger's choosing to speak up, it's because he knows most won't be ready. This wasn't the usual polished media presence we've come to expect from Woods. No carefully balanced sound bites, no deflecting to just hoping to compete. Instead, we got Tiger unfiltered, an honest warning wrapped in decades of experience. This wasn't about pageantry, it was about pressure. Pressure that cracks swings, fractures confidence, and leaves careers stalled. It's going to test every part of your game, he added flatly. Not could test, not might test, will. That's rare from him, and that's exactly why players should be worried. Tiger doesn't talk unless there's something to say. He knows the power of his silence, and he knows when to break it, which makes this moment matter. Because this wasn't about legacy or nostalgia. This was about preparation or lack thereof. For Tiger to speak with this kind of edge, you know he sees the storm coming. Not a leaderboard battle, a reckoning. Oakmont is built for heartbreak. For Tiger, that's not drama, it's design. And if players weren't scared before, they should be now. Oakmont isn't just another stop on the calendar, it's the graveyard of hopefuls. A place where major dreams unravel one green at a time. It's where luck fades and fundamentals stand naked in the wind. Tiger knows that better than anyone. He's seen it chew up giants and spit out ghosts. So when he says no faking it, he's not throwing shade. He's throwing a line to anyone who dares to tee it up. Because the Open at Oakmont won't be won with swagger, it'll be survived with scars. There's a reason Tiger Woods didn't sugarcoat it. Oakmont isn't a golf course, it's a gauntlet. Known for its slick, glassy greens and claustrophobic fairways, it's where confidence goes to die and par feels like a win. The bunkers aren't just obstacles, they're punishments, and they're everywhere. Miss by a foot? You're buried. Land soft? You're rolling 40 yards into rough that doesn't believe in forgiveness. This place wasn't designed for drama, it was engineered for breakdowns, and Tiger's been around long enough to know the difference. You just have to hit the golf ball well, Woods said, as if that were a simple thing. But at Oakmont, even perfection isn't enough. You can't fake your way through tight lies and tilted greens that roll faster than Augusta. Every shot demands calculation. Angle, spin, trajectory, touch. There's no bailout, no hero line, no free pass. Tiger didn't sound impressed. He sounded prepared. And if Tiger's measuring this course in raw honesty, you better believe it's one that bites. Not just once, but again and again until it breaks you. This isn't the first time Oakmont has played executioner. It's where legends have limped off. Where the 2007 US Open ended with Angel Cabrera as the only player under par. And barely. Go back even further and you'll find names like Hogan and Nicklaus etched into Oakmont lore, not because they dominated, but because they endured. Even they carried scars. It's the kind of place where one bad decision becomes a 6. One misread putt echoes for 9 more holes, and that's what separates it from every other major venue. It doesn't just test your swing, it audits your soul. So when Tiger warns that there's no faking it, it's not just talk, it's testimony. He's walked Oakmont's tight corridors. He's felt those greens reject putts that were struck perfectly. He's seen world-class players crumble from the weight of trying to survive 4 days under its thumb. That kind of fear, it doesn't come from hype, it comes from history. And history at Oakmont doesn't whisper, it growls. Tiger Woods didn't give swing advice this week, he gave a blueprint for survival. When asked what it takes to contend at Oakmont, his answer was as sharp as the course itself. Precision, patience, mental toughness. No talk of birdie runs. No mention of momentum. Just a 3-word mantra that's carried him through the toughest terrain golf has to offer. For Tiger, Oakmont isn't about greatness, it's about grit. And if you don't bring that with you, don't bother packing your clubs. Because at Oakmont, the game isn't played, it's endured. This is what Woods meant when he said, "There's no faking it." That wasn't bravado, it was a warning. In most tournaments, a hot putter can save you. At Oakmont, it only delays the damage. There are no shortcuts here. No bailout holes, no magic swing that erases a missed fairway. Everything matters. A lazy tee shot on a par 4, double bogey, a misread on a green the size of your living room, 3-putt. Tiger's not scaring players for fun. He's outlining what happens when execution takes a day off. And at Oakmont, even one off-hole can end your entire week. Woods isn't just any veteran offering cliches. He's lived this. He's conquered courses that eat rookies and humiliate champions. Carnoustie, Pebble, Shinnecock. He knows what it's like to stare down a 230-yard approach into a green that looks smaller than your palm, with a US Open title hanging in the balance. And he knows the only way to beat that pressure is to respect it. That's what Oakmont demands. Respect or ruin. Tiger's calm isn't confidence, it's muscle memory built on decades of navigating chaos and coming out clean. So, when Woods speaks, it isn't commentary, it's code. A roadmap to avoid collapse, written by the guy who's seen more final rounds than most have practice rounds. Players looking for hype won't find it here. What they'll find instead is a path, one built on focus, control, and the kind of nerve that doesn't flinch at a 4-foot slider on Sunday, because Oakmont doesn't reward flash, it rewards those who outlast the flame. Tiger's words were loud, even when said softly. Oakmont, he warned, favors longer hitters, but only if they're disciplined. That's the catch. The new generation, raised on bomb and gouge golf, hears longer hitters and thinks that's a green light. Grip it, rip it, wedge it. But Oakmont doesn't care how far you hit it. It only cares where. And that's where this US Open gets dangerous, because distance without discipline is Oakmont's favorite meal. The leaderboard in 2025 is stacked with talent, but also with risk. Take Miles Brennan, the 22-year-old rookie who leads the tour in driving distance, but ranks outside the top 100 in fairways hit. Or J.T. Reynolds, a fan favorite who thrives in shootouts but melts in grindfests. These are the players who could either rise or be erased. They've got the power, but do they have the patience? Do they have the guts to lay up when ego says go for it? Tiger knows what happens to players who ignore that voice, and he's seen too many of them lose tournaments before they've even found their rhythm. Then there's the other side, the players built for suffering. Thomas Kim, who's made a name with fairway woods and course management, Marco Estevez, the Spanish technician with ice in his veins and a pre-shot routine that never breaks. These guys don't make highlight reels, they make cuts. And at Oakmont, that's what counts. They won't out-hit the Bombers, but they might outlast them, because when the course turns cruel, it doesn't ask for style, it demands survival. Still, not everyone's listening. There are always a few who think they've cracked the code, that Tiger's advice is just noise from an older era. But history tells a different story. Oakmont doesn't change for you, you change for it, or you don't finish. And if the field ignores that, they won't just be beaten, they'll be exposed. Because Tiger wasn't speaking to everyone, he was speaking to anyone smart enough to hear him. Tiger Woods didn't need to be at Oakmont this week. He wasn't scheduled to play, wasn't chasing points, wasn't even expected to appear in public. Yet there he was, unannounced, understated, and unmistakably present. Sitting quietly in the gallery, sunglasses on, cap pulled low, watching practice rounds with a stillness that spoke louder than a press conference ever could. His presence wasn't promotional, it was purposeful. And when Tiger shows up like that, it's not to be seen, it's to signal. According to Complete Golfer, Tiger's Oakmont appearance caught nearly everyone off guard. No media alert, no fanfare, just a man walking among the future of the game, observing. And then he spoke, not with scripted lines or ceremonial platitudes, but with stripped-down, unfiltered clarity. There's no faking it at Oakmont. That's not analysis, that's legacy in motion. Woods isn't just offering commentary, he's anchoring the moment in something larger than golf. He's rewriting his role, moving from the leaderboard to the legend seat. It's a rare shift to witness. For decades, Tiger dominated through performance. He didn't just win, he changed what winning looked like. But now, in this next chapter, his influence is taking a new shape. He's no longer the storm, he's the sky before it. His impact isn't measured in yardage anymore, it's measured in moments like this, where his presence alone reframes how everyone else approaches the game. He's evolved from champion to compass, pointing the way forward whether the players like it or not. And yet the shift doesn't feel like a retreat, it feels like a rise. Because what Tiger brings now isn't intimidation, it's intuition. He sees what others miss. He knows which players are bluffing confidence and which ones are built for carnage. When he speaks, even briefly, he moves the needle. His tone isn't casual, it's calibrated, like a final word spoken before the storm rolls in. This isn't a man winding down, it's a force settling into permanence. So when Tiger Woods says Oakmont will expose the unready, it's not a guess, it's prophecy. It's the echo of someone who's walked into the fire and come out with trophies, and someone who now watches with the clarity of knowing exactly who will survive and who will sink. Because at this point in his career, Tiger doesn't need to make noise to shape the story. He only needs to speak, and the game shifts around him.